If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.
Hi, welcome back. In last two videos, we have seen about MITM Web and also MITM Proxy. Now we are going to see about MITM Dump. MITM Dump is the command line interface of MITM Proxy. When you launch MITM Proxy, you will get the terminal UI, and when you launch MITM Web, you will get the web UI. But MITM Dump is the command line interface where you can achieve all the functionalities using the command line. Just to begin, we are going to use MITM Dump and -h, which will display all the help commands for the MITM Dump. Now let me clear my screen, and I'm going to start my MITM Dump by issuing the command MITM Dump and hit enter. This will launch the proxy at the server 8080 localhost. Now in the right side, I have the new terminal session, and here we are going to make use of curl by adding the proxy, which is localhost 8080, and the website you are going to track. So in this case, I'm going with example.com. So as you see, you are seeing the response in the right side. In the left side, it has captured the get command of example.com, and the response is 200 OK. Now I'm going to terminate this particular MITM dump because I am going to add another argument called -v. So this will give the detailed statistics or detailed log information in the command line. So now I'm going to issue the same command, which is curl proxy localhost 8080 and example.com. And in the left side, as you see, the connect and the details of the example.com and client disconnect. So like this, you can start the MITM dump using the MITM dump command, and you can capture your requests and other details. Now we are going to see how you can write the information to the log file. To write the HTTP request and response details, you can leverage the -w. So just type MITM dump and -w, and we can give some name like capture.log and hit enter. So this will write all the information to capture.log in the current directory. So in the right side, I'm going to issue the command example.com, and I'm going to terminate my MITM dump. And if you see the capture.log in the current directory, you can see the content. So this will display the response of the example.com and other details. So this is how you capture the information to the log file, and you can replay it later. For replay, there are two different types of replay. One is client replay and another one is the server replay. So now we are going to make use of client replay using -c, and we are going to use the capture.log. And if you hit enter, it will just replay the request, and you can see the output. So this is how you replay the information from the log file. And also MITM dump has another argument called flow detail. So this one, it will help you to mention the log level, basically which level you want to capture. So whenever you enter say 3 and hit enter, then it will make use of the level 3 and it will capture the information. So now as you see, it is displaying more information in the same request and response. So this is how you make use of flow detail in MITM dump. Now we are going to see how you can allow the hosts. So for that, we are going to make use of a regular expression. So MITM dump, and you have to just start typing your regex without specifying any arguments. For example, if you want to capture google.com, so you just type Google, and for the period, you have to use the escape sequence character. And if you just type enter, then it will capture only google.com requests. So now if I send example.com, it will not get captured. To verify this, what we can do, we can start writing this information into the file, say google.log, and we are going to make use of google.com in the regular expression. So now I'm going to clear my screen here, and I'm going to send the request google.com. Sorry, not this command. We have to send the curl command. So now let us send the curl command like this, and as you see, it is getting captured. but if I send example.com, and if you go inside the capture google.log and let us search for example.com here, so it will not contain that particular request. So basically it will capture only the Google information, not the example.com. So like this, you can allow the particular requests, or you can ignore the requests based on the regular expression, and you will be able to write the information to the file. So now let us bring everything together. So here I'm going to make use of all the commands which we have seen, -v, -w to capture the information, and flow detail to mention the level, and we're going to capture only example.com. Okay, now it will capture only example.com, and if I send google.com, it will not get captured. Okay, now I'm going to clear my screen here, and I'm going to terminate this. And if I open this particular current directory, so here you can see example.com.log, and you can open this in your favorite editor, and here you can see only example.com information, not the Google information. So that's it guys on my side. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.
If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.